Welcome to MacroCode. If you're new to this channel, consider subscribing. So we are continuing with a video about .NET MAUI. So we had created employees list, countries list. So this is actually countries list. Let's change it under option. So under option, we are calling these countries. So this is the countries list, then constituencies, then locations, sublocations, and villages. So for our countries, we had created countries. So we have a button to create countries. So this is where we are creating countries. So if you are new to this video, we have a series of how we actually reached here. So you can consider watching our previous videos. So this is a list of our countries. Then constituencies, we are able to create constituencies and tie them to our countries. So if you see, we can be able to select a country, then give it the constituency name, then we save it. So you can see after saving, we can be able to navigate back to this list. So we were now to proceed with having the locations, then sublocations, and village listing. So let's add our new page. And so this is how we have arranged our project. So let's proceed with adding locations, a new page. So we can have here add new. Sorry, so we need to add a new item, show all the templates. So we want to add a page. So this is a content page. So you can say add new location page. So after we have done that, so before we proceed, let's remember we need to register these on our, we can stop our app. So we can add these on our MAUI program.cs. So this is how we have we are actually registering our pages. So I'll do that. Then I can paste these here. Then after we have done that, we can create now our view model. So our view model, you just use the same name as your page, but now add the view model keyword. So we have our view model now for countries. So here we can now also register these and our views, our view models. So this is it. Then we need to bind it here. So we'll do public our view model. Then we say view model. Do that. So we need to import this. So we'll just hover here. Then we import. Then you can also inject it here. We say models. Then we need to bind. You can say this.bind context is equals to view model. Then you can tie to models. So that is it. So for our list and countries, you can see we have our location list. So we need to add a toolbar item. So let's just copy what we had done under countries. So we can do that. Then under locations, can add it at the top here. So we'll have a toolbar. Then we need to add a button. So you can also borrow that from what we had done here. So we can come under locations list. That is the locations list. Can have our constructor. Then we can have our button here. So this is add new location. You can say add new location. Then this is the page that we need to navigate. That is the add new location page. So we'll have that here. So this one, we need to do that. We say location base view model. So we need to have that. Then you can say this is a partial. So that is it. So we need to have these inside here. Sorry. We need to have these inside here. So then this one we need to say using, we need to import that using employee dot views. So that is it. So then views, we need to add locations. So that is it. So then our button, we can have our button now under binding, then we add as command. So say this is command. So this is add new constituency. No, this add new location. So under our add new location, we need to now provide the data that we are going to add. So I will just copy this. So under our page here, we need to bind it to our, so we'll say, so under location, if we come and see our models come to DB context. So under location, we need to have a constituency, a code, and the location name. So what we need to do, we'll come to our location page. Then this is the constituency code. Then this is a placeholder. You can copy that there. Then you can say location code. So then we need to copy these again. Then we have it as location code. Then we can say this is location name. So we need to define something on our add new constituency. Add new location view model. So here we need also to have our constructor public. So we'll do that. So here we need to define our, we'll say public, then location, then we say location details. So we'll say get set. So then we'll say our location details here is equals to new. So we initiate location. So that is it. Then we'll come and pick these location details, come to add new location, then we replace with this one. So we'll say here location, this should be code, then this should be name. Then something here, our first section, we need to have that as a picker. So we need to select a list of constituencies. So come to list here, then we are going to let's just borrow what we had done under location, under constituencies, then we paste this here. So this will be constituency name. So we need to borrow some things from, so we need to define our observable collection that will hold our constituencies. So I'll copy this. So come to add new location, then paste this here. Then this one will be location, this will be constituencies. So we'll be populating all the constituencies. So this is constituency again. So let me just over. Then these will be our constituencies list. So to get the list of constituencies, so we'll come to here, then we need to load it. So I'll just copy that so that we go faster. So come to here, then we paste this, and we'll say this is load constituencies. Then we'll now append our data. All constituencies. Then this will getting, we'll say get table of constituency. So then we copy these here. Then we'll now add our constituencies to our observable collection. So that is it. Then we now load our constituencies here. So we can do that. Then now for us to bind, so we'll say constituencies list, we need to bind it to our locations. So our item source will be the constituencies. So we need to now define the selected item. So we'll borrow from add new constituency. So we'll copy this. So come to locations. So if you are new to this channel, guys, consider subscribing and watching our previous videos because we have done some of these things. So we are just borrowing. So here now these will be, sorry, can remove this. So this one will be constituency. Sorry, constituency. Then you can say selected constituency. Then this one you can add it here, can add it here, you can add it here. Then this one will be constituency. Then we say selected constituency. So that is it. So we need now to use this under our add new location. Then we bind it here. Then we want to display. The item to be displayed is the name, the selected item here. So this is it. So we need to now add our button. So let's copy what we had done under constituencies. So this is the button. You can see, guys. So I'll copy this button. Then under add new location, we are going to add it here. So our add, so this will be add new locations. So then our constant data, that is our location. So this will be location data will be this dot location details. Then we check if the user has selected the constituency. So this is the constituency. Sorry, where have we pasted the other? Where is our constituency? We are supposed to have this here. Sorry, guys. So we are supposed to have it under add new location. This is where we are supposed to have it here. So then we need to say selected. So we check if it, the user has selected any constituency. So you can say select constituency. Then please select constituency. Then okay. Then our location data, we need to assign our location, that is the constituency ID. So we'll say cons location data. This is our location. Let's see, something is wrong. This should be location, guys. Sorry. Where had we defined our location? We had done something. This should be okay. So we can now say under location. So let's see our model, how it looks like. So this is the constituency ID. So under add new location, you should say location dot this one. It's not displaying. So let's see our location details. Let's see something. Let's borrow something here. So we'll say add new location. So this is our location details. So these location details. Right, I now see what is the issue. So our model, you can see it is displaying location, but it should actually be locations. So this is the issue. So come to our add new location page. This should be locations. This is actually a keyword. So if you use it, you cannot be able to. So then you can say here, you can have location based view. Then this should be partial. Then come to our, these should be locations. So here if we now do dot, you should be able to see constituency ID. So then we need to assign the ID of the selected constituency. Then we now save our data. So these should be now location. Sorry, this should be location saved. location details successfully saved. Then if not saved, location not saved. Wrong with the location details. So I think that should be fine. So let's see our add new location page. Then we can add now our button. So this is a save location. So this should be location name, and this should be location code. So that is it, guys. So let's launch our app. Then the title, you can say add new location. So if we launch our app, we're expecting to save our location. So let's have a breakpoint and our button here. So this is how our data looks like. So this is our button. So this is the how we define the data to be selected. Then we actually use it to bind to our constituency. Then this is how you load the constituencies. So let's see. So if you are new to this channel, consider subscribing and watching our videos. So let's see our page, how it looks like now. So it's launching, taking a bit some time. So our app is launching now. So let's see how it looks like. So if you come to locations, so this is how it looks. So we have not defined anything. Then we have our icon at the top, new location. So if we click this, we have something wrong, unable to figure out the root of the add location page. That is very correct. So come to our, so we had added this to my program.cs page, which is here. So we need to add it also to the app shell.xaml.cs. So we need to add this here. So that is a new page. So we do that, register the root. So we'll add it here. So then we need to say using employee app.views.locations. So that is it. So we can now relaunch our app again. There we are. So come to locations, add new. There you are. You can see we have now the constituency name, location code, and the location name. So here we should be able to select the constituency. So here you can see select country. We need to rename something. Under the picker, we can give this as constituencies as the name, constituencies. Then here you can say select constituency. So that is it. So if we do that again, you can see it is now saved. So we should be able to select the constituency, then location we say call. So if we save the location, you can see this is our breakpoint. So if we step, let's just rebuild, and so there's something we modified. So under locations, so we add new, then we say Nairobi, then we say KO chorus. Then if we save, you see under our location, if we just see we have our code KO, then the name, you see it is location name, but for us we have done the binding for the name. So this actually should be location. You should actually be keen on how you bind these fields, because if you don't bind it well, then you will not be able to find the data. So let's save it. So come to locations. If we add, select the constituency, then location, say KO, and say chorus. And if we save, we step over, you can see we have our KO and now the location name, we have it. So the constituency ID you can see is 0. So we need to check if it has there is a selection. So you can see they have selected a constituency Nairobi. So if the user doesn't select, then we actually give them an alert here and we don't save the data. So you can see we have now assigned our ID to the constituency that has been selected. The ID is 2. Then we save our data. So you can see location details successfully saved. Then it will take us to the list page. The list page, we don't have anything. So we need now to pre-populate the location saved. So let's copy what we had on our constituencies. So we can copy this. So then come to our locations. Then we can have this. Then we'll say our list, under our list here, that is location list. We need to pre-populate the list of locations. So come to, let's borrow something we have done under constituencies. So come to locations list, then we paste this here. So this one will be the list of locations. So we need to define our observable collection. So we have to borrow this under locations. Then we can have this here. Then these will be locations. Then these will be location. Then this is locations list. Then we can clear everything there. Then we add all the locations. So that is it. Then these will be locations. Then this is locations. So we now add our locations to our collections. So what's wrong with it? Add locations. So it says 2. Yeah, so these should be locations. These at the top here should be locations. This is also locations. So that is it. So we need to load this once our app launches. So we can actually do this here. Then we have done something under constituencies list. We have defined the on appearing and on disappearing. So we can actually copy this so that we don't refresh our page automatically. When we add a new location, then you are able to see the location. So we need to add that here. So I'll add these, then we are going to bind it to our constituents, our locations view model. Then here we can now say locations list, can say load locations. Then we can clear locations, then we actually reload them. So these will be locations list. So that is it. So let's try something. Then under now locations, we need to save, we need to display the list of locations. So come to locations list and copy the observable collection. So our collection view will be getting data from our collections list. You can actually have this as a mode, then we have it as a two-way. Then here we can have this as location code, then this should be location name. So if we launch our app, we should be able now to see the locations that we added. So if you come there, you can see we have the locations, and you can see we have our location chorus. So if we add another one, we select the constituency, then we say MA, say Maridadi. Then if we save it, so we can get away with our breakpoint. You can see our location details has been saved successfully. If we click OK, then you're able to see the list of our collection. So we can, so I want us to append something to our app. You can see our collections, our navigations view doesn't have icons. We can actually add icons to our list items. So what we need to do, let's go to our browser and Google icons 8. So just type in icons 8. Then it will take you to this page. So icons 8, you can see this is the screen. So we are going to get our icons from here. So then we can look for a list icon. So these are some of the icons that we have. So I'm going to take one of the icon. So this one. So I'm going to download the icon. There you are. So we can also add another, or we can say, let's see, country. If we have an icon for the country, these are some of the icons. So you can get an icon for the country, download. You see if we have an icon for location. You can see, you can download this one. Do you have an icon for employee? Or you can have employees. So I'm going to take this one for the staff. So I'll download that one. So after I've downloaded the icons, I'm going to go. So these are the icons that I've downloaded. So I'm going to rename them. So I'll say employees. Then I'll say this is a country. Then I'll say this is icons list. So I'll just have it as list. Then I'll say this is location. So what I want to do, I'm going to copy these icons to our app. So if you just come to our app, so under our app, we have the resources folder. Then I'm going to have it under images, or you can have it under app icon. So let's have it under images. So I'll just paste this here. So you can see you have the country.png, employees.png, list.png, then location.png. So I'm going to now go to our app shell. Then under each of the the item, I'm going to specify the icon. So then I'll say these. I'll just copy the same name as what we have here. So I'll say employees.png. Then under countries list, I'll say this should be. Let's just see if our employees list has an icon right now. So let's relaunch our app. We see employees.png. Let's see if that has an icon. So let's wait our app to launch. You actually need to have it here. So let's just have it under a shell content. So we need to have it under shell content, sorry. So I placed it under shell content. And we can also have it under here. So let's just have both of them. Let's just have them, employees.png and the list. So let's see our app. Our app is now launching. You can see. So you can see we have the icon for our employees. So you can add this for countries. So you just copy that, we add it here. Then we carve the country is the name of our icon. Then we can also add it here. Say country. For our constituencies, we can have the list icon. So we'll say list. So that is the name of Then here we can say this is also a list. Then we can also have it for the count locations as a list. We add a location icon, yes, so we can use this one. So we'll say location. Then we can have it here again, location. So this is the name of our. Then our sublocations, we can also have it as a list. Under app shell, we can have these also as a list. Our villages, we can also have the list here. Then you can, so you can have an icon that you want for your navigation. So there we are. So if we launch our app, we should be able to see our icons on the layout items. So our app is launching. So under, if you can see, if you just click on it, you can see our employees list. It has an icon, countries, constituencies, locations, sublocations, and the villages. So let's see if we still have an icon for villages, so that we replace it. We can just leave it as it is. So let's have it as it is. So, but you can actually have your own icons based on how you will want your app to look like. So we have added the locations. So we can actually do the same for the sub locations and the villages. So subscribe to our video, and let's see you in our next session. Bye.